Hello YouTube. I'm taking a class this semester called State and Local Government, and it's basically about the distinctions between the national government and the regional governments. In the case of the United States, the state governments and the local governments. That's what I mean by regional governments. And that type of system, that division of power, that type of system is a federalist system. Federalist meaning a distinction between one national government and multiple regional governments. And we briefly touched upon the differences between the the United States, the U.S.'s federalist system and the British unitary system, which by unitary meaning the focus is on one centralized government, one central national government. And I'm curious about the differences in how British citizens interact with their unitary government, because in the U.S. people have several avenues to petition each of their respective governments. In the U.S., if you want something on the local level, you would go to your city council. Like I'm in New Mexico right now. I'm in Las Vegas, New Mexico. So Las Vegas, New Mexico has its own city council with its own mayor, its own county commissioner, and beyond that, there's my state government. New Mexico, New Mexico has its own constitution. Each state has its own constitution. That includes both its houses of Congress, the state Senate and the state House of Representatives, as well as its governor, which is the governor is like the president of the state. So under a federalist system like the U.S., power is divided regionally, with a national government to hold it all together. So depending on how you want to get something done in the country, if it's something national, you go to the national government, which the American national government is pretty much useless right now because the corruption is rampant. But anyway, that's a whole different topic. And if you want something done regionally, like something that concerns the state, you go to the state government. Something that concerns your immediate area, you go to your city government, your county government. So I'm curious as to the differences in how British citizens interact with their unitary government. I'm assuming it's a little easier since well, this is my ignorant assumption of the British government. I've never been to the UK. I'm not sure how their government works, but I'm assuming that they have less representatives to defer to. They have less representatives to keep in contact with because it's one centralized system. So you just go to your representative in the national government for your respective area. But that's the question. I'm posing that question to British citizens who watch this video. Hopefully I get some. But I want to start a discussion of how do British citizens interact with their unitary system of government. So yeah, that's all I want to say. So leave your comments down below. Let's have a discussion. Peace.